If you're relocating to the Tampa Bay area and you're dreaming of a new construction home, you'll want to see this. I'm in one of Tampa Bay's fastest growing 55 plus communities, and it's located just 30 minutes outside of downtown Tampa. Valencia Ridge offers world-class resort style amenities. I'm talking a 29,000 square foot amenity center, state-of-the-art fitness center, pickleball courts, tennis courts, restaurants. I mean, that's just the beginning. This community features 9 beautiful floor plans from 3 different collections, and stay tuned because in today's video you'll be getting the grand tour of one of the most popular selling floor plans in this neighborhood. I'm talking gorgeous great room, chef's kitchen, incredible primary suite, and an outdoor backyard area you won't believe. The location, community, amenities, homes, this community will check every single box for you. These homes are absolute showstoppers, and today we'll be checking out the Amethyst, which is part of the Crown Collection. And as you can see, this beautiful home has incredible curb appeal. This is a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home with a flex space and an incredible backyard, and the exterior is just as stunning as the interior. So as we can see from this exterior curb appeal, first of all, you just have a beautiful landscape package. They don't skimp out on making the exterior home look beautiful. This type of landscaping is just very Floridian. I love all of the beautiful bright colors, the palm trees, the beautiful greenery. It's just really pretty. And then we have this brick paver driveway coming up into your 3-car garage. And just wait until I show you how they've staged the interior garage area. I think you'll have some really great ideas on how you can convert that garage into a really optimal space. And then this collection has tile roofs, and I know I get a lot of questions from all of my out-of-state folks who are perplexed as to why Florida has so many shingle style roofs, at least here in the greater Tampa Bay area. In this market area, it's shingle, but this community has tile roofs. They're really pretty and they just look nice. And then as we continue moving on here, we have the coach lights out here, and they just look really modern. I love how sleek and modern the garage doors are. And we have these accents and trim here with these columns that have stonework. And of course, the elevation is going to depend on the floor plan that you end up picking. And even within the floor plan, if you're doing a custom built home, you can have a little bit of flexibility and choose what the elevation looks like, which ultimately is the exterior of the home. As we make our way here in the main entryway, the first thing that sticks out to me is, first of all, you have a very large entryway. You have French style doors, and I would estimate that the distance between wall to wall here is about 4 feet or more. So it's a very spacious entryway area. They have a little covered section up here right above the doorway area, and then they added a window right there to give a lot of natural lighting in the main entryway and entry space of the home. And they also added a really beautiful light fixture here. And you'll see from the inside the way that they've staged this home, they definitely did not skimp out on any of the details. Again, brick paver entryway area here. And let's check out the inside because it's incredible. Oh, hey, and by the way, if you're relocating to the Tampa area or you're from Florida and you're looking to make your next move here, my team creates custom relocation tours tailored specific to you and your goals, so you feel absolutely confident before you even make the move. One of my favorite things about this floor plan is how the designer actually made really great use of all of the square footage in this home. It's very well laid out, as we'll see here in this very first bedroom that we'll check out. So this is the very first bedroom, and this is actually the perfect setup for a multi-generational living situation. So here you have your ensuite bathroom, and first of all, with the interior design, I had posted a preview of this on my Instagram stories and somebody immediately wrote me back and said, whoever did the interior design of this home needs a pay raise. And I can't agree more. Like, they just did an incredible job with the interior design. And of course, this is the model home. So some of these things that you see, like design elements and upgrades, don't come included in the standard base price offering of the home, but it really gives you a clear idea of how you can just make this space absolutely incredible. So you have quartz countertops here, an undermount sink, beautiful brushed nickel hardware on the faucet. Same thing here for the little drawer pulls. And I love that the drawers are actually functional. You have a very large quartz piece here, and it just really gives this space a very regal, luxurious feel. I love that they extended all of the quartz countertop here to be a wall-to-wall quartz countertop. Same thing with the mirror. It stretches the entire width of the wall up until where your shower area is, and they did floor-to-ceiling tile as part of the tile in the shower. And I like that they have these little built-in niche areas, and then of course you have this window here, so you have great natural lighting. And then you also have 3 built-in can lights or LED lights in this bathroom to just give lots of light. And then as we make our way around this way, you have a linen closet here. And of course, the doors are removed just because they want to make the space feel really open. And then as we come around this way, this is the actual bedroom. It's very generously sized, as I've noticed with a lot of the builders in this area. You know, you can have homes that have really great square footage in the living areas and maybe even in the primary suite, but then the secondary bedrooms are just teeny tiny, and they're staged with, you know, full-size beds. If you caught last week's video, you'll see that in both of the homes that we took a look at, you know, the bedrooms are quite small, but that's not the case with this bedroom. The bedroom is very spacious, very large. If I had to estimate, this is at least a queen or even a king, more likely a queen size bed. And then you still have 2 large nightstands on either side. And you also have this little bench right here in front of the bed, and it still feels really spacious and open. And then you have this very large dresser. So this just gives you perspective on how large this bedroom is. And this is one of my top features in terms of structural things that they've done to this floor plan, is these beautiful windows here overlooking your front yard area. And so as we make our way through this little entryway area, this little foyer, we come to the other side of the home, to the right hand side, and I think you'll really like this garage. So first of all, they added epoxy on this 3-car garage flooring to just give it a really nice, clean, polished feel and clean up any messes, any spills, and it's not staining your garage floor. They have the water softener pre-plumbing option, which is amazing. In this area, we don't have the best water. So that's one of the things that I always recommend to my clients straight out of the gate. Hey, just invest in a water softener. If you need the connection, I definitely have the company you want to go through. Anyway, they've built these bookshelves here that have like drawers. So if you're into tennis and pickleball courts and you want to go out and play in the community amenities, you have this little drop station here to keep everything organized. There's nothing worse than having a garage that feels like it's a big, disheveled area. And so I love this built-in option that they added here. Of course, this is something that you would do post-closing, but it just gives like a really nice idea on how you can store all of the things. The drop station, if your kids or grandkids are into playing sports, great storage section there. And then they have the little wall mounts for the bikes. So this is all of the garage space. You could park your little golf cart here. So Really, really great layout. So immediately in front of the garage door, you actually come into this little half bath, and this is just the perfect little space and location for that half bathroom. They have large 42-inch cabinets here, quartz countertops again, and you know, they just did such a great job with all the interior design. It's very Floridian, very coastal. I love it. They have a really nice little linen closet here. And something that I find very common actually in a lot of new builds is the lack of storage, but you'll find that this particular floor plan has great storage. So here we come into the second bedroom. Now the way they've staged this, they have individual twin size beds here right next to this window. And actually, coincidentally, the builder of this community is called GL, and I actually have a family member who lives just down the street from here from another one of the GL Homes communities, and it's one of the most popular neighborhoods in the area. And that family member's home is just such an incredible home. It's a perfect space for family to come in and visit from out of town. And one of the bedrooms they have set up is exactly this way, with twin size beds for family members to come and stay. So you can really do a lot. This floor plan is pretty versatile. And there's a walk-in closet right here. Of course, this closet system is custom, but it really gives you an idea of, first of all, how tall the ceiling height is in this home. And so your space is very open. You have a lot of area, vertical space to play with and organize, and really maximize, oh, look at that. Perfect storage for all of your jewelry. So yes, really great walk-in closet area. And then you have another linen closet here. And then directly to the right of that, you have a full bath. And so this is a shower tub combo. Again, they did subway tile in this one, but it's floor to ceiling. They have, again, 3 can lights here. And then of course you have that window right there for lots of really pretty natural lighting. They have this little niche built-in area here. And then again, a quartz countertop that extends the width of this wall, as well as a mirror here, beautiful light fixtures, and just really beautiful finishes. Even though these bedrooms are tucked away in the front of the home, they're done so in a strategic way where you still have maximum privacy. So they're ideal if you're hosting family or you want a dedicated creative space, hobby room, office, so on and so forth. Want help deciding if this floor plan or this community is the right fit for you? My contact information is here on the screen. Let's connect over a phone call and a Zoom strategy session to really go over what your goals are so we can find the home that checks all of the boxes for you. The laundry room is strategically located here on the front of the home, and this is a very well-designed laundry room space. You have a built-in sink here to spot treat any items, any sports equipment, take out any stains, hand wash any clothes, and then they have all of these cabinets built up here. Front loading washer and dryer combo here. And then they have this little built-in cabinet and countertop section for lots of really great storage, to fold clothes, to do all the things there. So it's a really great little setup here. So those bedrooms lead to the main entryway connecting the main heart of the home. This is the actual main entryway area, and just check out what they did here with these beautiful pendant lights. I mean, man, the aesthetic of this interior design is just totally up my alley. It's like a luxe coastal glam. It's just so pretty. So they did all this really pretty trim work here and then added wallpaper, and I'm gonna do a quick pan because I don't want you to see the full heart of the home quite yet. You're gonna have to stay tuned and keep watching so that I can show you that. But then they have this little pretty entryway table here. And it's just the perfect like little drop station. you know, to have your books or something here. And just look at the size of this wall. First of all, like, this is a massive mirror, and you still have like a large visual space and area open here. So just absolutely stunning. And then going back up to the tray ceiling here, first of all, the ceiling height here is just incredible. And then they added these wood beams or faux wood beams up here just to add visual interest. It's so pretty. And I feel like at this point I might sound like a broken record, but I truly love every space in this home. This is one of my favorites. So this is technically the flex space here. So you can add doors. You do see here that they have the little locking mechanism up here. They removed the doors for model home purposes. But look, they have a sectional couch here, and they've staged this actually as like a study or a den area. Just beautiful natural lighting. Then they did a custom built-in shelf area over here for really pretty storage. And then there's actually a built-in desk right there. So this space is perfect for hosting Zoom calls, trainings, or hey, if you're at the point in life where you're retired and you're living the dream, living the life, this makes the perfect workout room, or maybe even like the perfect craft and hobby room. And it's just located in a really great part of the home. Okay, so I've teased you long enough. Check out this incredible great room and living area. It is just absolutely a showstopper. This kitchen and great room area is just seriously next level. So first of all, let's take a look at the kitchen. You have a massive island. And so they've actually staged it here with 3 bar stools on this side and then 2 on this other side. So you have seating for 5. And immediately when I walk into this space, like, I just envision and picture like the most gorgeous bridal shower or baby shower. If you love to host, entertain, this is the home for you. They have 2 beautiful pendant lights here. And then as we make our way around this way, you have tons of storage space. So they added this trim work here for the cabinet. They didn't leave it bare or just like, you know, what's the word, like flat. They actually added this trim work and detailing. And this just really shows how much attention to detail this builder has. So you have a double oven here. You have the slide out drawer there for the storage of all of your baking sheets, 42-inch cabinets with crown molding, soft close. Then they extended the quartz all the way up here. So instead of using a traditional backsplash, they just kept the quartz countertops going all the way up. They have an exhaust here. And then one of the most incredible things about this community is that it's actual natural gas. So you're going to have a gas range, a gas dryer, and a gas water heater, which, by the way, that's huge because in this area, I'd say like 99% of communities are actually all electric. So my family and I are originally from the California area, and we were used to gas neighborhood, you know, a gas cooktop or stovetop. And I'm sorry, but gas, in my opinion, it just creates a better flavor for the food that you're cooking. And so for a lot of my out-of-state relocation clients, this is a really big deal because they come from states where they're just used to having gas, and that's a big appeal. So if that's very important for you, this is going to be the community for you. We have a large single bowl undermount sink here, the dishwasher, and something that catches my attention here specifically, because we're big on hosting and entertaining, and my husband and I both like to cook. Well, if you're hosting a party, if you're cooking, and you have 2 people making food, another person baking, a lot of kitchens, the space between the 2 countertops or the countertop and the island is very narrow. This is a wide enough space where you can comfortably have multiple people cooking. So this continues to wrap around in an L shape. You don't have a dedicated like walk-in pantry closet section or like a butler's pantry because they've actually just done it all along this wall. So you have tons of space here. And then another thing cosmetically that they did is they actually did this specific cabinet set like in this oak color, and then now you have the center island here in like an ivory color. So a lot of builders are doing that. What are your thoughts on that? Tell me in the comments. So tons of storage, and then it just comes into this gorgeous dining section. This floor plan doesn't have a formal dining room, but this feels formal in a way, even though it's still kind of part of your kitchen area. It feels formal in a relaxed way, not overly stuffy. So you have just gorgeous natural lighting. And then every single light fixture that they've put into this home is definitely like the centerpiece and attention piece, but without it being too much. So like when I look at this whole setup, I'm just thinking like beautiful bridal shower or baby shower, and you're opening up to the backyard, which I'll show you in a second, and you're cooking, you're entertaining. This makes the perfect island for like a charcuterie board, mimosas, or baking cookies with your grandkids over the holidays. This is just a really gorgeous setup. And everything is open enough where you're not missing out on any part of the conversation when you're hosting. So here in the main living room area, they have a tray ceiling that they added some faux beams to. They have a beautiful chandelier here, a light fixture. And so they actually added a lot of visual interest by having these custom built-in shelves. And it just really anchors the space and ties everything in. And this is a very large size living room area. I mean, look, you have this large couch, you have 2 coffee tables stacked back to back, and you have this like oversized love seat, plus these 2 little accent chairs. And it's a very well-appointed space where it doesn't feel overly crowded, even with all of this other stuff going on here. So you can definitely tell that the builder puts a lot of thought into the way the home is laid out, into the way they're doing all of their crown molding to tie everything in. You have like at least 12 can lights in the living room, in the kitchen and dining room area. And this is just literally an entertainer's dream. And hey, if you're curious on how the amethyst stacks up compared to other floor plans in the community, tell me in the comments and I'll come back out and do another walkthrough tour of some of the other floor plans in this neighborhood. So whether you love to host or just want a very elegant space to relax in, this living room and kitchen area checks every box. But I still have more to show you. So let's take a look. So imagine yourself hosting a beautiful brunch or bridal shower, and now you open up these massive sliders and you're in your extended covered patio area. And right in front of me, we have the most gorgeous swimming pool. This is literally Florida living at its finest. So this is an extended covered patio. And this is actually really nice because it gives you a little bit of relief from the really hot Florida days. You have brick pavers out here, and this is massive. It spans almost the entire width of the home. So you have this little sitting area here. I can totally picture drinking some lemonade out here and just reading a book by the pool. And then they have this 8-person dining section here. So you can definitely do like a dinner party where you're doing a combination of like indoor and outdoor entertainment. So really large covered area here. And then of course you have the stunning swimming pool here. Now, Actually, prior to COVID, having a pool built alongside the construction of your home was pretty typical and common, but due to all of the supply chain issues and not being able to meet deadlines and stuff, a lot of the builders just completely took that out of what they offer during the construction process. But now we're starting to slowly see some of the builders in the area add pools into the things that they offer. So this is one of the 3 builders in the area that actually includes swimming pools as part of your custom to be built plan. But actually this community has inventory homes with pools already included. How cool is that? So we'll be talking more about that and the pricing here in a second. But they extended the pavers all the way out here, and something that's very common to do is you have your extended covered patio here, and a lot of people end up adding like a screened cage lanai area to help keep out all of the bugs and mosquitoes, so you're able to really enjoy all of your outdoor living without worrying about the mosquitoes and lizards and bugs and all the things. So this is just a beautiful, incredible space. You have your spa here and your swimming pool. So if you want something just like this, we can show you homes with extended covered patios, with pools that come included, or where you can add the pool during your construction process, or even after your home is finalized, we can connect you with the right local vendors to help build the paradise home. And one of the most important spaces for my buyers who relocate is coming up next. It's the primary suite. So this owner's suite is an absolute retreat. You have a his and her vanity section. Now, take a look. This is one of the vanities. They have functional drawers. Some builders have faux drawers. These actually work. Quartz countertops. You have the stunning undermount sink. You have the mirror that spans pretty much the width of this wall. And then right across from me, you have the other vanity. So this is the other vanity, quartz countertops, and these cabinets run all along the width of this wall. And then you have an incredible linen closet or linen storage section here. And then you have a window in between both vanities. And this just really shows how large this space actually is, because they have an oversized ottoman with a little table right here. And this area is still spacious. Now you have your walk-in shower here. Something that I love about what they did with this shower door is it doesn't have that metal trim that some shower doors have here. And so when you close the door on those other types of frames, the door actually ends up slamming, and over time this gets really wobbly and it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look nice. This is very high end, very luxurious. You have floor to ceiling tile all the way up, and you have a little built-in seat area here. You step down, which honestly is huge. You wouldn't believe the number of builders that actually have showers similar to this, where the shower literally connects with the main flooring, and it's just a big mess every single time you're showering. Big pet peeve of mine. If you want to know who those builders are, I will definitely tell you. So reach out to me. So you have the little built-in niche right there for all of your shampoos and your little toiletries, and it's just a really stunning space overall. So the primary suite is right off of the main living room area, and it has this little hall here. And to the left, there's actually a split closet situation. So a his and hers. And then we have this other larger closet. Now tell me in the comments which one would be your closet. If this was my home, of course, this would be my closet, and I'd add custom built-in shelves like we saw in the very first bedrooms up front. And I would have a very glam space for all of my shoes, my bags. That would be the perfect closet for me. So this is the master suite. So we have a large tray ceiling here with a stunning chandelier. And then we have some really pretty trim work they added all along this back wall. And of course, those are all design accents that does not come standard in the home, but just gives you an idea of what you could do. And I can totally picture myself sitting in this little chair here, drinking my morning coffee, doing my gratitude journal, looking outside of these beautiful windows here, checking out my pretty landscaping, looking outside at my pool, and just really having gratitude for living the life of my dreams. So this is a large bedroom. Again, they made really great use of this space. Tile flooring all throughout here. I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier, but some of the bedrooms did have carpet. I would swap those out right away and upgrade to hard flooring or tile. I love that this suite offers the perfect balance of style, function, and privacy, and you can truly make it your own. So if you've been looking for the master suite that literally checks every box, I think this might be it for you. So we've just toured an incredible home, and if you loved it, tell me in the comments, tell me what your favorite part of this home is. Now let's dive into one of the most important parts, the price, the incentives, and what you're going to pay for this beautiful home. Let's talk about why you'd want to consider this community. So first of all, it's located in Wesley Chapel, which is one of the most popular and fastest growing suburbs in the greater Tampa Bay area. So you're about 30 to 40 minutes from downtown Tampa, 45 minutes from Tampa International. You're about an hour away from all of the local beaches. So you're far enough from the main city area, yet still close enough where it's at a skip and a hop to get there. And then you have access to all of the incredible beaches. You're about an hour and a half away from Walt Disney World, all of the theme parks, Universal Studios, and this is just a fantastic area to live. Take it from a local. I'm here from Wesley Chapel, and we literally have everything you need locally. So you have the Tampa Bay premium outlets, which are going to be about 20 minutes from here. You have the shops at Wiregrass Malls. You have great rated schools. You have the Crate at the Grove, lots of great restaurants that are coming to the area. You have grocery stores. There's a Whole Foods being built here. There's also rumors of Tesla having a dealership here as well. So literally everything you need right here in Wesley Chapel. Valencia Ridge is a special community because it's a 55 plus active living community. However, due to fair housing laws, even if you aren't necessarily 55, you can still purchase a home in this neighborhood. They just need to make sure that the main demographics of the 55 and older residents makes up 80% of the community demographics, and then all the other 20% you can be below the age of 55. Now, this community, let me tell you, has some of the most incredible community amenities you're going to see in this area. They are top tier luxury resort style. There are already this is the third neighborhood in Wesley Chapel by this builder, and every single time they've knocked it out of the park when it comes to the amenities and the community feel. Because at the end of the day, you're not just purchasing a home, you're also purchasing and buying into a lifestyle, and you want to make sure that the area you're buying in aligns with what it is that you're looking for. So if you want to know more about this area, Wesley Chapel, about Valencia Ridge, my contact information is here. Book a call with me. My team and I are the #1 relocation new construction team in the greater Tampa area, and we're going to help you put a plan in place to make sure that you move to the right area, because I've relocated here, and trust me, the last thing you want to do is move to the wrong location. So let's talk about the amenities. And man, I have a flyer here because this community has so many amenities. I want to make sure I don't skip any. So first of all, they have a 29,000 square foot clubhouse that is currently being built right now, summer of 2025, and over 7 acres of just community space. So you're going to have a restaurant and bar with gourmet dining, a poolside bar, an MVP sports lounge, sports and racket club area. This is really cool. They have shaded yoga. They have resort style pools and lap pools as well. Fitness and wellness center. There's also going to be a grand social hall, which is perfect for comedy night, Broadway style shows. And actually they will have a full-time lifestyle coordinator or director. So they're going to have events all times of the year. So if you're really big on like amenities and community living, this is a really unique feature. It will also have an art studio. So cabanas, shaded lap pools, fire pits, poolside bars, a resistance pool. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it's incredible. And then there's also a wading pool for grandkids, plus walking trails and just beautiful outdoor living. And I forgot to mention that you also have tennis courts and pickleball courts. Now, let's talk about the fees. So this community is an HOA community, and it also has a CDD, which is a community development district fee, which is essentially a bond that the homeowners pay back, and it was for the development of this area and communities. So as of 2025, the estimated operating budget is projected to be $281 a month, which is paid quarterly. And then for once the community is fully built out and all of the amenities are completed, it'll be $499 a month, which is paid quarterly. Now, that is a steal when you start factoring in all of, the lifestyle coordinator type things, the fitness center, the yoga, the racquetball courts, like all of that. If you have a local membership to like say something like Pure Barre or Pilates or yoga or something like that, just for like an unlimited membership, you're paying nearly $180 to $200 a month just for that type of membership, or like a club style fitness center like an LA Fitness. You're going to pay a substantial amount for that type of membership. So with all of the things that come included, honestly, the HOA fee is a steal. And the CDD fees will all depend on the lot size and the type of home that you're building. So we can definitely give you more information there. Now, let's talk about the $1 million question. Hello, what is the price for this stunning home? So here at Valencia Ridge, there are 3 separate collections. So you're going to have the Signature Collection, which, by the way, that collection has the traditional shingle style roof. So you have the Signature Collection, the Vintage Collection, and the Crown Collection. So this amethyst floor plan is part of the Crown Collection. So you have 2 options here in this neighborhood. You can do a full custom build where you go pick your home site, pick the floor plan, make the structural changes, the design center amenities, like you have full control over everything. That is going to be one route. And then they also have inventory homes, which the builder has already designed, picked, selected everything. Everything already comes included with that home, and then you just pay one price out the door. So for this particular home, if you were to build from scratch, the amethyst floor plan starts at $759,900, which is an incredible steal for the base price of the home, considering everything that comes included in the base price. Now, my contact, the sales agent here, tells me that there are some buyers that don't even do any structural or design upgrades, and all they're paying for is a lot premium. So you can be locked in on this home for around $800,000 or less if you're going to be very streamlined and keep it simple. If you want to design to the nines and just build a just stunning, beautiful, all-out home, like this is your last home, your one-stop shop, and you want to just go all out, you have all of the creative freedom and liberty to do that in their on-site design center. So of course, depending on what you're gonna do and what lot you pick, we have lot premiums all the way from around $0 to 68,000 or more is what I'm seeing here. So they all vary, 0 to about 70 grand in lot premiums. So it's all just gonna depend on where you want to build in the neighborhood. So of course, that base price of $759,900, that's certified pricing as of today. If you wanted a home from their signature collection, I mean, they have price ranges all the way from $449,000 for some of their smaller floor plans, all the way up to $819,000 as of today, depending on the floor plan. So there's a wide range of pricing that you can fall in depending on the floor plan that you pick. Now, let's say you wanted to buy something that was already built and nearing completion, you'd be going the inventory route. So as of today, there are 2 Amethyst floor plans that are inventory, and these have incentives and promotions, like they've reduced the price up to $33,000 on each of these. So the very first one that they have available does not have a pool included, but will be available August or September of this year, 2025. And as of today, it's priced at $927,900. And then they have another one that actually does have a pool. So it's a pool home that will be ready and available for closing September or October of 2025. And that's priced at $1 million. And that already includes your pool, which is incredible because in this area, if you're going to be building a pool outside of, you know, your traditional building timeline of your home, like if you're going to hire just a traditional pool vendor, you can spend upwards of $100,000 or more for your pool. So you already have a pool included here, and you have all of this beautiful, stunning home for right at $1 million. And of course, that's certified pricing today. If you want to know what the pricing is on some of the other floor plans, contact us. Our team is dedicated to help relocation, new construction buyers make the move. At the end of the day, the builder's agent works for the builder and they have the best interest in mind for the builder, but we are new home specialists certified in new construction. We help buyers buy new construction, navigate the ins and outs of timelines, inspections, repairs, and helping you figure out what needs to be addressed and taken care of so you have an absolute wonderful experience and you have a really great home at the end of the day. So contact us for a custom relocation tour and strategy call where we're gonna put all of the plan in place together. And lastly, with builder incentives, as of today, if you use their preferred mortgage company, you can save upwards of $15,000 to $25,000 of the purchase of the home, where you can use it as cash for closing, or you can take it off the design center options. You can use it as flex cash. You can buy down your interest rate. There's so many things you can do with the closing cost incentive, but that is the incentive today. So that's why we need to get in contact if this is something that interests you. And of course, this community is selling quickly. It's planned to be a 500 home community and they've already sold over 105 homes. So things are moving quickly and they've only been open a couple of months. So even if you think like, hey, I don't need to be in my new home until 2026 or until the end of 2025, you still need to contact us today because that construction process can be quite lengthy and we want to make sure we have everything all lined up so that you're able to meet the timeline that you want for your new home. If you found this helpful and enjoyed today's video, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. By the way, I post every Saturday all about the best new construction communities here in the Tampa Bay area. Thanks so much for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. P.S. If you want to know more about living in the Wesley Chapel area, check out this playlist at the end of the video that's all about what it's like to live in Wesley Chapel.